think you're going to love this story as well. Illegal aliens who fall while climbing the border wall and hurt themselves have been sent back to Mexico by the Border Patrol. And here's the spin from the story. To escape the lingering, devastating effects of 2 hurricanes and the reach of organized crime, Pedro Gomez fled Guatemala in January and headed north looking for hope. There's no mention that, oh, by the way, he's doing this illegally. He's not supposed to be doing this. It's against the law that he do this in the United States of America. Okay? If you want to immigrate to the United States, there's a way to do it, and this isn't it. This is not it. Whether you've had 2 devastating hurricanes and organized crime or not. Because frankly, we don't know what your situation is when you get here. You could be lying about all of that. You could have had an okay life in Mexico or Guatemala, and you just want a better one here. Or you think it's going to be better here. Thousands of miles south, John Jarrow Ushka Alcocer, too, left his country, Ecuador, fleeing political unrest and the economic fallout of a global pandemic that's ravaged his nation. Okay, good. So he's coming from a pandemic-ravaged nation, and he, too, is going to sneak across the border, and we're supposed to be okay with that. I can't take it. For both men, it seemed as if nothing would stand in the way of their cherished dream. Certainly not deserts, rivers, unscrupulous smugglers, or the infamous wall they had heard so much about. Now, see, these things should have stood in their way. And they should have applied to come here legally. But then that same wall nearly crippled them. And they say the Migra, the U.S. Border Patrol, then dumped us in Mexico like garbage, a piece of trash, said Pedro Gomez, 37. They say agents who discovered them injured sent them back across the border rather than providing them medical care on American soil. This is... So we're expected, when they fall trying to break our laws and hurt themselves, then it's our responsibility now to make sure that they go and get the kind of medical treatment they need and desire. And we take care of them. And we take care of them for free because obviously they're not going to be able to pay for it. That's why they're coming here, right? They don't have any money. So we take them, we provide them free medical care, and then I guess we send them deeper into the country to find a job. I mean, this is unbelievable. But Alcocer said, who's 25, when I fell off the wall, my dream crashed too. Okay. Wow. Okay, so he shared his story from a bunk bed a few feet away from Gomez, inside a migrant shelter in this desolate border town across from Columbus, New Mexico. So he's in Mexico. He said his complaints to agents of his pain fell on deaf ears. I mean, it is our responsibility then, as they're breaking our laws, to fix it for him.
Yeah, he said they fell on deaf ears.
Yeah.
They fell on the other side of the wall. That's what it sounded like.
I mean, this is amazing. The men's and the whole tenor of the article is all about their plight and how we're supposed to be okay with them snaking across the border and climbing the border wall and then falling, which we've told them not to do, and they did it anyway. And now it's our responsibility to take care of them.
Which idiot rag publication is this that you're quoting? Do you know? I will say that this is. I'm gonna play Jeffy's role. So you're saying that if you fall on your neighbor's property and you hurt yourself,
Right.
their insurance shouldn't take care of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I'm saying your insurance should. If you crawled over my wall and you fell, I don't have a wall, but a fence. Like I got a fence on part of the property. If you fall off of my fence and break your leg, yeah, your insurance should take care of that, not mine. I'm sorry. What are you doing crawling over my wall?
That's right.
Or my fence?
So wait a second. You had a tree from your neighbor's yard
that crashed into my fence.
Right. It tried to immigrate illegally into your yard.
Right.
Who paid for it?
My neighbor.
There you go.
Yep. And they didn't even try to say, "Hey, that's your fence. We're not paying for it." Yeah, it's your tree that fell on it. I didn't even have to do any of that. They just took care. I mean, it was really, they were great about it. But as we can see, that's not always the case with our neighbors. And our neighbors to the south just think that we must fix everything for them. Everything. It's amazing. This is, the article continues. The men's perilous journey underscores the rising desperation among immigrants. See, no mention ever of this being illegal or the fact that they expect everything of us and nothing of them. There's no personal responsibility here whatsoever. None. In trying to cross into the United States, immigrants' rights advocates say, and raises concerns about the protocols used by the Border Patrol to treat injured migrants and the overall effectiveness of the border wall. I mean, come on! This is really unbelievable. Pastor Rosalia Sosa, who runs the Some Migrants Network that I can't read, a network of migrant shelters in Palomas in the Mexican state of Chihuahua. On Tuesday, consoles Pedro Gomez, a migrant from Guatemala who has 2 broken ankles he says he got when he fell off the border wall. After being asked about the men's cases and how the Border Patrol handles injured migrants, the agency released a statement attributed to El Paso Sector Border Patrol Chief Gloria Chavez that read in part, "We routinely encounter injured people on the border, most of which are individuals that have entered the country illegally. When it's apparent that someone is hurt, we will administer first aid and request assistance as needed." And then send them back on their way across the border is apparently the implication there. The statement said that the response may include a Border Patrol agent trained and certified as an EMT or possibly an ambulance service depending on the severity and complexity of the injury. And if necessary, an agent accompanying and monitoring the progress at the medical facility until they're cleared and released for processing. It's not clear why these injured immigrants were deported to Mexico even after they both told agents they couldn't walk. Maybe because they were sneaking across our border illegally. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know. But a broken ankle, I'm sorry. You'll be okay. We're taking you back to Mexico. They can deal with a broken ankle. Right?
Maybe.
I mean, come on.
It's Mexico. Let's be honest.
Just, come on. Even if they can't, it is not our fault. We didn't do this.
Correct.
Really amazing. Absolutely amazing.